Okay, YouTube. We should be plugged in now. Oh, okay. Let's try this again. I know, I'm sorry, London. I know. All right. YouTube, sound check, mic check. Come in, come in. Are you still with me? Let's see if I can adjust this. Back over there. There we go. Good to go, good to go. Okay, we will clip that out when we rewind this one back. Okay, let's get into this. YouTube, I am sorry. Okay, live stream, Sunday session, January 16th, 6 p.m. on the West Coast. Let's get it. Okay, weekly close on the weekly charts just came in. Basically just maintaining posture. Maintaining posture. What I am looking to see is if we get some sort of dump, Martin Luther King Day dump when the markets open up. I think that this has happened a couple times in the past, so be ready for that one. That could get interesting. Amir, what's up, man? What do you think? Martin Luther King Day dump on Tuesday morning when we wake up? What do you expect, brother? I know you're the stock guy. Yeah, so I just dropped my video this morning talking about the bear market catalyst that I'm looking at right now. What they are is the Tether executives are being investigated by the Department of Justice. Biggest stablecoin, does over 60% of the trading volume. You guys know the deal with that. Bitfinex is shutting down trading in Ontario, Canada, which Ontario is one of the more strict provinces in Canada. So it's similar to like New York or Washington State where I live, where it's hard to get access to a lot of exchanges. Ontario, Canada, very strict, shutting down Bitfinex. Then we're also seeing that Binance is getting shut down across many countries. A lot of the derivatives have been killed in Europe. And of course, obviously just completely banned in China. So these are bad signs, guys. These are bad catalysts for this market. Most lockdown. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, shout out to the Canadians in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Okay, so what did I do? I did do a couple trades today. Longed both Sand and Mana, Decentraland. My Sand one I got wrecked on 25% loss. And then on Mana, I just cashed out for like a 15% profit. So that they about evened themselves out there. Only 2 trades. I am starting to play a little bit in this market again, just because the market's been moving sideways. So I'm just trying to trade these kind of ranges that we're seeing these coins move within. So I'll be trying to catch a little vibe doing that. The other thing that I will be looking at, I just dropped a video on DeFi protocols, the unsustainable ones. We already went through it. The favorites, VVS Finance down 76%, Time Wonderland down 87%, Jade Protocol down 96% from their all-time highs. As I predicted, these were unsustainable protocols that would not last, and now we see that. But while we hold this XRP stablecoin and while the rest of our utility coins that we hold are suppressed, I will be looking at other DeFi protocols that might actually be able to hold up, that are actually vetted, have done audits, are sustainable. But I made the point in the video that Coinbase is getting scrutinized for their 4% APY on USDC. So if the SEC is going after Coinbase, the exchange that has been working with the regulators since the very beginning, for giving a 4% APY on a stablecoin that's backed by the dollar, then I don't think that they're going to be a big fan of the rest of these DeFi protocols. However, I'm going to try to take advantage of them while they last. My advice has been take your money and run on these protocols. So, I've been doing that with my investment in Sologenic, with my investment in Reaper. In both cases, I swapped over 1,000 XRP to Solo, swapped over 1,000 XRP to Reaper. I just took my initial investment out of Reaper, my initial 1,000 XRP, just took it back out because we had basically done over 100% this week on our investment in Reaper. So that worked out well. Sologenic did the same thing. I ended up making a couple thousand XRP off that trade when it was all said and done. But as soon as I make my initial investment, I pull it, especially when I'm dealing with my XRP. I want my XRP back, even if it's only 1,000 XRP. I need that back in my bag. So take your initial out. Once if you're doing these degenerate plays, especially those degenerate plays, you got to take your money out, your initial investment out as soon as you double up. Like a lot of these, they're offering APYs that are, over 100%. So pretty quickly, you should be able to get your initial money back out. Take that out and then let the rest ride and do with what you want with that. But you don't want to get caught holding these bags, guys. It's killing the U.S. bond market. Yes, the bond market has been struggling. And that is one of the main reasons why stablecoins and DeFi is what the regulators, the Congress, are looking at so closely. What's up? What's up? How's it going, guys? What's up, Jay? Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming into the chat tonight, guys. YouTube, if you could hit that thumbs up for me, I'd appreciate that. YouTube chat, getting crazy. I see that. Good, good. Good. Someone said no sound. Are we still having sound issues? Hopefully not. We got Romania in the chat. How's it going over there? Thank you for coming in tonight, guys. Man's a natural. She is sound asleep right now. Yes, baby London is sound asleep. Guys, thank you for YouTube. We just hit 15,000 subscribers, so I appreciate that. We are doing really well here. I'm going to try to keep that up. I'm going to be dropping more of these premieres, which is kind of fun way to drop videos. You do the premiere, and then basically we all get to watch it live and get a live chat going. Had a lot of fun with the last couple ones of those that I just did. So be looking out for those. Turn on the notification bell so you know when I'm going to be going live and when I'm dropping these new videos. Because a lot of the times I'll hop in to the live chat during these premieres so that we can watch it all together. We got England in the chat. Awesome. Good stuff. Yeah, for you guys across the world, man, take advantage. You guys have a little bit more access to some of these exchanges, these DeFi protocols, particularly in the States. It's all varied by state, and I'm in Washington State, which is terrible for plenty of other reasons other than crypto. But in particular, crypto, I can't even do Nexo Earn here in Washington State. So I was trying to do some staking with my XRP on Nexo, but Nexo does not allow you to do Nexo Earn in Washington State. And there's about another 6 or 7 states that you can't use Nexo Earn in either. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. That's what we're up against right now, though. So, okay, that's what we're looking at. Let's see. What else do we got in the mainline news? What's been happening in the news, guys, other than crypto? Anything worth mentioning? Mr. Donald Trump did give a speech yesterday. Interesting. Watch that. Interesting. China's economy expanded 8.1% in 2021, the fastest in nearly a decade. They're doing really well over there. Doing really well over there. That's all I'll say on that. Okay. Yeah. Can you do DeFi investments via a VPN? Yeah, you can. I don't mess around with the VPNs. I just am too lazy to deal with that. But yeah, you can do more with VPNs. Ukraine is in the news. What's happening in Ukraine? Yeah, I know. They're trying to apply pressure over there. We got a lot going on over there. I heard that the country that's using Bitcoin as currency is actually using Algorand. Algorand is basically the reason why El Salvador was able to use Bitcoin or is using Bitcoin, from what I heard. I'll have to look into that further. Yeah, let El Salvador use Bitcoin, whatever. Basically, they created a centralized exchange that the government has complete control over. So it goes against everything that the Bitcoin narrative was supposed to be about, right? Peer-to-peer, decentralized money transfer, right? Basically goes against all of those principles, what they're doing in El Salvador. So it's funny to see the Bitcoin maxis prop that up and tout that as some sort of achievement for Bitcoin, when they're literally using a centralized exchange that everyone has to tap into and that the government can shut off your wallet at any point. So lots of protests around the world. Yep, we are seeing that. What's your opinion on XRP reaching 3 digits this year? I don't think that XRP will reach 3 digits this year, because my timeline is a year after the Ripple versus SEC case settles, we will be reaching out to 3 digits, but not until then. Pack up and move. Yes, I have been developing a plan to move out of this state, because it is, what's really getting at me is right now we don't have an income tax in Washington state, but our governor, Inslee, he's looking at implementing one. Do I recommend any services for tracking gains and losses on your crypto tax reporting? I don't. All of the exchanges will issue you your reports basically at the end of the year. So they do make it pretty easy. Full disclosure, I was able to take a loss on all of my futures trading from KuCoin, which wasn't that much money, but yeah, basically just a fat L on futures trading, which was good because I was able to learn futures trading and kind of get to learn technical analysis. And you don't really learn till you start to get some skin in the game. So that was part of my learning process. But yeah, took a fat L on the futures trading last year, which is our tax write-off. Oh, that's why I can't read you guys' comments. I don't have my glasses on. See, Near Protocol did about 50% over the last week. Some of these projects have pumped. I would take advantage and exit these positions. If I were you over the last month. Yep. Going into January, I was saying if your coin catches a pump, that's going to be a perfect time to ladder out of your position. Perfect time. I don't know if anyone's holding Near, but yeah, that's one that's done well this past week. Today I was thinking about trying to find a place. I think that I can actually short Binance on KuCoin. I may look at that. I may look at shorting Binance. Just as they get scrutinized across the world, that could be an opportunity. RSR. What is that? Reserve rights did really well. Yeah. Yeah. Take advantage of that. If these coins catch a pump for you, I don't think the RSR did actually well over the last week. If we look at the last week, I guess it pumped a little bit. Yeah. Okay. You got a little bit of a pump there. That's good. If the lawsuit will not end until the end of the bull run, what price do you think XRP will hit this year? Well, in my opinion, the bull run's over. Like, not a popular opinion, but when you do a 40% crash from the all-time high, that's technically a bear market, and Bitcoin's already done that. So for me, we're already in a bear market, and yeah, XRP price, I think, is just going to be suppressed. It's going to be suppressed. However, we weren't able to get close to the end of the discovery period. I was expecting a pump as we reached the end of the discovery period, but they announced that it was going to be extended 1 week before we got to the end of the discovery. So they didn't really give us a chance to catch that run up, before the end of the discovery period, right? It was supposed to end on January 19th, but what was that? Was that earlier this week that they extended it? I can't remember. It's been a blur the last 2 weeks. But they didn't really give us a chance to catch the hype and FOMO leading up to the end of the discovery period. So I would look out for that at the end of February. And I know some people are suggesting that we could be catching a pump into February. I don't know. I don't know what other catalyst you would have other than the Ripple versus SEC settlement. That's going to bring some hype back into the space. But yeah, for me, the bear market is kind of already in. It's just the start of it. It's just the start. If we go to the charts here. Oh yeah, okay. So this is the, I wonder. This is the total market cap of crypto, okay? And so in my video earlier, I was basically matching up the Tether chart, making a run up right along with Bitcoin. And this is the overall market cap as well of the whole space. So for me, I do believe that the top is in. I do believe that the top is in, and we hit about $3 trillion for the overall market. Bitcoin dominance down to 39%. And then I also showed this chart, which I call the slow death of Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin dominance on the weekly chart. And you don't have to be a technical analysis expert to see where this trend is going. So, which I believe is all part of the space maturing, right? We have plenty of other cryptos now that are eating up this market cap. But I just don't get this Bitcoin narrative, like how in 2022, there's still this Bitcoin pipe dream that Bitcoin's going to go out to 500,000 or $1 million. Even 200,000 is a stretch for me. Even 200,000 is a stretch for me. But yeah, those are some of the charts that I've been looking at over the last couple days. Let's take a look here at our XRP. Okay, yeah, weekly chart. Let's look at the XRP weekly chart. Let's zoom in here. Still just in a massive wedge. Massive wedge. Let me draw a couple. I mean, I'm no TA expert, but you guys see what I'm about to draw, right? So we're coming to a breaking point here. And this week is going to be critical. This week is going to be critical because we're underneath the 50-day moving average for Bitcoin. Last time we did this, last time we crossed below, basically we had a death cross come in, right? Everyone knows what a death cross is, right? The 50 moving average drops below the 200. So that came in for Bitcoin. It also came in for XRP. Last time that happened for Bitcoin, we actually pumped. And the death cross is a lagging indicator, and it's basically hit or miss because we've had like 8 death crosses come in for Bitcoin, and 4 out of 8 times we've actually pumped after. The last time we had a death cross come in for Bitcoin, we did pump back above the 50-week moving average. So let me see if I can pull up the moving average. EMA. No. Give me 1 second. Let's just do this one, the 20 to 50. Okay, so the 50 is orange and the 200, why is it not giving me the 200? That's pissing me off. Okay, regardless, let's go back to Bitcoin. BTC. God dang it. No. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So that 50-day moving average is that orange line. And as you can see, we are below that. So we need to pump back above that 50-day moving average for us to get back into bullish posture. And right now it's at 44.8. So basically we need to break back above 45, back into this channel that we were trading within. Let me make sure you guys can see that on my YouTube. Yeah, you guys can see that. Yeah. So here we go. If we don't catch a pump this week, guys, I think that the bear market is in for sure. Like that'll be confirmed for me. We have uneducated trolls on the live. Of course we do. Guys, thank you for tapping the screen, sharing the stream. Appreciate you guys. And the thumbs up on YouTube. Appreciate that. What's up, Beth? How are you doing? We got my guy Dingo. Don't be a dingo. Don't be a dingo and say the XRP is finished, okay? Get your game up, grow up, okay? Much love from Australia. Shout out to Aussies in the chat. You know, I am going to try to diversify my content a little bit more this year. Basically, everything I've been talking about is just XRP focused mostly, but the fact is that 90% of this space just doesn't get me excited. So that's why I don't like talking about it. It's not even like interesting. So yeah. But let's see what happens here, guys. We need to see this move. We need to see this move, which is not even, I mean, it wouldn't even be hard. 4%, 5% pump. That's all we need to just at least get back and maintain that bullish posture. Ethereum's holding better. Ethereum is holding better. See, Ethereum's holding above the 50-day moving average at 2,985 on the weekly chart, which is good. That's good. ETH is in a little bit better posture. However, yeah, you guys see here. ETH is holding a little bit better. Let's go take a look at our XRP. Yeah, so we're well below the 50-day moving average on XRP. So yeah, not really getting too excited about anything right now, guys, to be honest. I wish that we could be on Moon Boy Talk, but I just got to keep it straight with you guys. Hey, babe. Farah. I need Bay to get me my glasses so I can actually read your guys' comments. I know we've talked about Flare, but what will be used for is basically just DeFi for the XRP ledger. DeFi for the XRP ecosystem. That's what Flare is. What do I think of the Songbird network? It's going to be a great test net. It's a test net for Flare. It's going to be good. Do I foresee a major financial collapse in March, April period? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. 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 I was actually listening to something interesting from Jim Rickards, where he was explaining how we are actually already in a depression. Because hopefully I won't butcher this. Remember, I'm not an economist, but let me try to explain this as best as I understood it from him. A depression is not like the Great Depression of the 1930s. Like that was a depression, yes. But a lot of people think that we're not in a depression right now, even though the definition of a depression is depressed growth. So we can actually still be growing gradually, but that rate of growth is depressed. And that's been going on since the 07-08 financial crisis. So he makes the argument that we're already in a depression. Now, the definition of a recession is very clear. It's 2 straight quarters of downward action in the GDP. 2 straight quarters of downward action in the GDP is a recession. But a depression, even though we still can be growing ever so slightly, a depression is measured on basically the rate of growth being depressed. So instead of our GDP growing at 5%, it's been growing at 2 or 3% per year, whatever it is, give or take. I mean, the numbers don't matter. The point being, we're already in a depression. And he makes an argument that we could actually see deflation, because the velocity of money is going to slow down, which we see with the shortages kind of playing a role in that. It's kind of hard to move the money when you have shortages and there's nothing for you to buy, right? So something to consider. And now here's basically the rundown of what you guys need to be thinking and considering right now. Whatever you hold right now, are you prepared for it to crash 50%? Because that's what happens in these bear markets. We get a 50 to 90% pullback for the cryptocurrencies. So whatever crypto you are holding, are you ready for it to drop 50%? Do you think that your crypto will make it through regulations? That's the other thing to consider. If you think it'll make it through regulations, and if you're fine with your XRP dropping from 80 cents back down to 40 cents, like I am, then you just hold. With other positions, I was trying to catch a pump here in January so that I could exit and then buy back in after a 50% crash, but it's not looking like we're going to catch a pump. Cosmos has done really well over the last week, 21%. That's good. Yeah, I know a lot of people in my audience pretty much only hold like ISO coins and other really solid cryptos, so that's great. That's great. But just be ready for that. Do I think the Bearable guy is legit? March 13th prediction. What did he predict on March 13th? Still think we might see a final pump in February before the collapse? That is possible. Hey, Farah. Yeah? Can you bring me my glasses, please? They're on our dresser. All right, TikTok. I will be able to read your questions now. Here we go. Thank you. Is that 7? What's up, Joe? How's it going, brother? Good to see you, man. Yeah, we're posted up now, just doing the dad stuff. Still keeping the content coming. You already know what it is. Getting any sleep with a newborn? I'm getting some sleep. Her mother, not quite as much. Shout out to Farah. She's doing a great job. Mama and baby are really healthy, doing great. So, feeling really blessed. Mr. B, XRP in the chat? Are you kidding me? No way. Mr. B's up in here? Huge shout out to Mr. B XRP, guys. We have made it. We're getting recognized by the big dogs now. Digital Asset Investor, Brad Kimes, Digital Perspectives, and Mr. B up in the chat. Are you kidding me? Let's go, guys. We're going to keep it coming, okay? Late night session, holding the baby London Monroe. Having a good time here. Trying to catch a vibe, trying to catch a pump. Trying to find some catalyst that's going to drive this market back up. Mr. B's been catching our shorts. Let's go. Yeah, I'm super excited that the shorts are starting to do well on YouTube. That's good. I'm trying to up my YouTube production game, but the shorts come natural to me, coming from TikTok onto YouTube. If you guys are not already, you got to check out Mr. B, XRP, Digital Perspectives, Brad Kimes, and Digital Asset Investor. Those are my main guys that have been over the target in regards to XRP for the past couple years. Really brought me up in my education when I was on the Bitcoin pipe dream and thought that XRP was a bad banker's coin. I found those guys and they brought me into the light. So huge shout out to them. A huge shout out to Mr. B and DAI for that picture that they have with Brad Garlinghouse at Swell. I think that was 2019. I love that picture. Love that picture. Okay, now in regards to, I want to talk real quick about the NFTs coming to the XRP ledger. Super, super excited about this. I got into the Discord of, 3D Apes. So I'm going to be vetting out a lot of these NFT projects on the XRP ledger. I've kind of been not really paying attention to much of the meme coins and the other airdrops that have been coming. I know my Discord group, a lot of them have been participating in the airdrops. I've kind of just abstained from participating, but I've participated in a couple. But anyways, in regards to the NFTs, I really want to vet out these NFT projects for you guys, and I'm going to give you guys the rundown on them, and hopefully we can lock down some interviews. We interviewed the CEO of Reaper Financial this week. I was really impressed with Patrick and what he had to say. That was an incredible interview. If you haven't checked it out, it's posted on their YouTube channel, Reaper Financial. But going forward, I talked to the creator of the 3D Apes NFTs, and I said, hey man, if you want to have a conversation, we can talk once you guys get more set up. They don't even have a roadmap or like really anything done besides like some of the artwork they're starting to put out. But I'm really interested to check out these NFT projects, and then I can vet them and then share with you guys what projects I'm looking at, which ones look legit, and I'll let you know which ones I'm participating in. And just like with Sologenic, just like with Reaper, I will let you guys know my strategy the whole way through. I'm not going to pump and dump any of these. I'm not looking to do paid promotions with any of them. I'm looking to talk to the creators. I'm looking for them not to just be some anonymous person that's going to rug pull us, okay? But I'm going to go vet them out. I'm going to get to the truth. And if any of them are BSing us and look sketchy, I will call them out. No paid promotion, no BS. I just want to get to the truth about these NFTs and share good opportunities with you guys. So I will be looking into that. But very excited about the NFTs coming to the XRP ledger. Is my Discord free? No, sorry. My Discord is $17 a month, and I run it at that price to keep out the people that just mess around and play around and keep any kids out that are going to distract us from what we got going on in there. That's the main reason why I charge for it. People want XRP to be burned by Ripple, are interested in short-term gains more than XRP's long-term utility. Yeah, exactly, Menelek. They don't understand that we just need XRP to be utilized. We don't need it to be burned. We're talking about a Swift daily volume that's $5 trillion. We're talking about derivatives that's over $1 quadrillion. I mean, Swift moves over $1 quadrillion per year as well. So we're talking about markets that are worth quadrillions of dollars, and people get upset and talk about bad tokenomics because XRP has 100 billion tokens. The other thing to consider is that for any of these networks, they're not going to have the total circulating supply of XRP. They're not going to have 47 billion XRP. Say in 5-10 years when all of the XRP is released, they're not going to have 100 billion XRP to run these networks. So to provide liquidity for these networks, for these ecosystems, a much higher price would be needed because they're only going to have 5 billion XRP to run Swift or to run a portion of Swift, right? So, yeah, no, we don't need any XRP to be burned. No, we just need it to be utilized. We have our first super chat of the night, Mr. Paul Mosqueda. Am I pronouncing that right, Paul? Paul Mosqueda. I appreciate that super chat, the 5 spot, brother. Thank you. Huge shout out. Over 100 in the chat. If you guys could hit that thumbs up for me, I'd appreciate that. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I'm going live. TikTok, if you could tap the screen, share the stream, that would be greatly appreciated. Do you think the government can confiscate our XRP? Well, you know, well, yes, good job pronouncing it. Okay, thank you, Paul. Glad that we got that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that gets interesting. I think that they can force it by offering us a deal that we can't refuse. I don't think that they can really force a buyback, but they can really kind of pressure us by offering us a deal that we can't refuse, which would be a XRP buyback at a much higher price. But as you guys know, I don't believe that they will conduct a buyback. I think that they're just going to work out a deal with Ripple to secure some of that XRP in escrow. So, also, guys, take a look at Filecoin. I've been talking about this coin. I was talking about buying in at 50, 60 bucks. We're back down below 30 bucks on Filecoin. So take a good hard look at that one. Let me pull up the chart on the Filecoin. So we've definitely shot way back down. Let me make sure you guys can see that okay on the YouTube. $100 buyback? No, I'm talking about a buyback that would be at 3, 4, or 5 digit dollars. Yeah. Yeah. Do I have any recommendations on how to get into crypto, like creators, videos, and stuff? Well, yeah, I could shout out some really solid creators. I like Blockchain Backer for just overall technical analysis. In regards to XRP, I mentioned a few: Mr. B XRP, Digital Asset Investor, Digital Perspectives, Alex Cobb. God, there's so many in the XRP community. In regards to just general crypto talk, BC Backer for technical analysis and his overall analysis of the whole space is really solid. I'm trying to think of anyone. Kevin Cage is another XRP community member. Did we get another? We got another super chat? Paul with another one. My man. Paul, thank you for coming in. 2 5 spots on it. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you're new to crypto, I hate to just plug my Discord, but my Discord, yeah, it's 17 bucks a month, but you'll get caught up to speed within a month. We just reached over 120 members in that group, so it's a very exclusive group. It's not thousands of members. We're not promoting BS. For one, guys, I've never taken a deal. I've never done any sponsorship, no promotions, period. I have my affiliate links. That's it. But in the Discord, we'll get you caught up to speed relatively quickly. 17 bucks. Even if you just come in for 1 month and then bounce, we'll get you caught up to speed. You can basically just get your information and run. But yeah. Blockchain Backers got your back. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Buyback is useless talking, not going to happen. Well, The reason why I talk about the buyback is because it is a real proposal that was given to the Federal Reserve, so they are taking a look at it. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can correct my OBS window here. Okay, yeah, so here's Filecoin. As you guys can see, it's had a major retracement, right? But we're back into a point that I am going to be loading up because I don't think that this coin's going to drop below 20 bucks. I mean, it's at 30. I mean, anything can happen, right? With a bear market potential coming up. But this for me is getting real sexy. Filecoin. And the reason why I like Filecoin is because it's a unique crypto. I mean, there's a lot of people getting into data, but the way that they're doing it, they call it an interplanetary file storage system or something like that. So, yeah, very interested. Obviously, way below our moving averages, way oversold. So, something to look at here. Filecoin. Been talking about that one for a couple months. Did not think it was be going down to 30 bucks. So that could be a solid pickup for you. The buyback could happen. Yeah, so the reason why I talk about the buyback is because it's a real proposal that was given to the Federal Reserve. So the Fed is taking a look at it. And the other reason why I talk about it is because it would solve the debt crisis and the liquidity crisis for our Federal Reserve. We are over $100 trillion in debt. When you add, we're about $30 trillion in debt, but that's without our unfunded liabilities. When you add in Social Security, which is about 55 trillion, and you add in Medicare, which is like 40 trillion or something, it runs up to over $100 trillion in debt that is on the balance sheet of our government. So that's where this comes in, is they could actually buy back our XRP at a price and be able to use it as a reserve currency, but then use it as a liquidity asset as well. So it would solve both problems for our Federal Reserve, which is why I think it's something that we should talk about. And also, it is precedent. Don't say that it can't happen. It's not possible. They did a forced buyback of our gold in the 1930s. The Great Reset is near. Debt Jubilee will happen. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Ed? Ed, good to see you in the chat, man. Have we talked about Reaper today? We've talked about Reaper. I have not talked about price. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Reaper right now. See what price we're working with. Where do I look up? Why? I wonder if I can find this. What? God, what website was that I was? That's not it. God dang it. Someone tell me what price Reaper's at. What price is Reaper at right now? What's up, Ed? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Social Security is a pyramid scheme. It will run out by 2030. Absolutely, man. I wish that I had the ability to opt out of Social Security because there's no way in hell that we're going to be receiving any payments. Reaper's at no. Reaper's not at 11 cents. You're talking probably about the other Reaper. Yeah, they still don't have a coin market cap listing, which is frustrating. Reaper's at 37. Paired up with XRP. Are you serious? I don't really like the sologenic DEX. Honestly, this thing pisses me off. Maybe I'm just stupid, but this thing pisses me off. It's not clean. I don't like it. Like what the hell is this? Where can I just sorry for dropping an F-bomb. But where the hell can I just look up Reaper token? It's pissing me off. It's so annoying. CoinGecko. Let's check CoinGecko. Olympus DAO is cooked. Yeah, they all are. I still don't even see Reaper on CoinGecko either. See, this isn't it. This is not it, guys. Okay, you guys need to understand this about Reaper. Reaper, the one that we're talking about on the XRP ledger, the ticker symbol is RPR. Okay, so don't get it confused with this Reaper token. This little shitty coin is not what we're talking about. Okay? It's at 37 cents. That's good. Paired up against XRP, it's at 37. That is awesome. Okay? Yeah, so I think I've already made probably quite a bit off that one. Yeah, we're already up over 100% on Reaper this week. Hopefully you guys were able to pick some of that up. We're both starting to sweat up in here. Oh, baby London. I know. She does love me again. But she's getting very hot. Huh. I know. Yeah, I'm sweating too. I know. I'm just saying.
Don't cool yourself off. I'm not going to rescue you every time.
I'm not saying you need to rescue me. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. We are back. What's good? What's good? Sorry. Baby London and I were both overheating, so I had to go set her down for a second. Two hot bodies. Okay. All right, guys, let's go rapid fire Q&A. Rapid fire Q&A. Let's light it up. Okay. What are we looking at here in the YouTube chat? What do I think about Nasara Jasara? I heard it will be coming soon. Yep. Many deals have been done, in my opinion. Many deals have been done behind closed doors, and we are waiting for much to be revealed here. I know a lot of us are getting impatient watching our guy Joe struggle. Shout out to Joe. Hope he's doing well. When am I going to start seeing returns on my XRP? Well, you can stake your XRP on Nexo right now. If you're getting impatient and you want a little bit of return, you can stake your XRP on Nexo. But watch out for next month. Watch out for next month. There could be a pump. If the case gets extended, obviously that'll keep it suppressed, but be ready for that. Jay says, I need to lay off the NyQuil. I know. I heard that there's not even like medicine, a lot of medicine on the shelves right now. Mercury retrograde thoughts. I don't get that deep into the astrology. The only pattern that I was seeing was the full moon, new moon pattern. I don't get that deep. I don't do the Mercury retrograde. I don't even know what the hell that means. But that Marina Altman girl or whatever, she has like 1 million. She has like 1 million on TikTok, and everyone takes her serious when she talks about astrology and the crypto markets. But when I say something, I'm called crazy. Can I do a video on how to get XDC from KuCoin? I have a hard time using it. Yeah, it's not straightforward. I mean, it's not the hardest move, but yeah, basically you just need to have Tether, Bitcoin or Ethereum. Tether is basically the easiest way to do it. Send over XRP or XLM to your KuCoin. If you need to fund your account that way, you can fund your KuCoin by sending XRP or XLM there. It's the easiest way to do it, the cheapest way to do it. Then you have to move it to your trading bag. You're only going to be able to make moves on KuCoin if the money's in your trading bag, not your main bag. So move it to your trading bag. Then you're going to exchange your XRP or XLM for Tether, and then you're going to go to XDC, and you'll be able to buy XDC with your Tether. That's how it's done. Confused with the tell us your version of what flip the switch means for XRP. It means that basically regulatory clarity will be set. XRP will have clarity as a currency, and then they'll basically just be able to like turn on the utility switch, and all of their partnerships will be able to start using XRP. 75% of Ripple's clients that are on RippleNet are not using XRP right now. As soon as we get regulatory clarity, they can flip the switch, and then basically all of those clients will be able to just start using XRP right away. That's what flip the switch means to me. I don't think that we necessarily go from $5 to 500 overnight, but it's just going to be like a steady climb. There is a scenario where something crazy like that could happen, but I'm mostly just looking for clarity and then utility to start kicking in, and the price just continuously rises to like a 3-digit price. Do I stake XRP or XDC? No, I don't. I was trying to stake XRP on Nexo, but I can't in Washington State. Does it make sense to swap into USDC at the top end of next pump and wait for a correction before swapping back? Yes. The only stable coin I would hold would be USDC. I wouldn't hold any others. Why would they use XRP if they don't need to? Because it's going to save them money, free up more cash flow, and generate more revenue. They'll need less working capital. So it saves them money and makes them more money. That's why they'll all use XRP. Yeah. Best stock for tomorrow is ASO. Well, the stock market's closed tomorrow, so I don't know about that one, but I don't do stocks. All these banks are involved with Ripple, so it's a no-brainer. Yes, over 400 banks and financial institutions already partnered with Ripple. Over 50 central banks talking with Ripple. We have about, 3 or 4 countries that are already piloting their central bank digital currency on the XRP ledger. Digital Pound Foundation, Ripple, working with the Digital Pound Foundation on the CBDC for Great Britain. We are in an extended bull market. It can be confirmed. Okay, show me the chart. Show me the chart that confirms we're still in a bull market. Okay, I guess if we pull up Bitcoin, we pull up this, and we measure this. 69K down to where we're at right now, 37%. And we already dropped over 40%, but right now we're at about 37% down from that all-time high. By definition, that is a bear market. A 20% drop is a bear market. A 20% pump is a bull market. So if we measure from the bottom, let's go from the bottom where we bottomed out, 39K, and we measure up to where are we at right now, 43K. That's an 8% pump. That's not a bull market. So what chart are you looking at that confirms bull market? Because I'd love to see it. I'd love to catch a pump. I'd love to catch a vibe. I just don't see it, my guy. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Too pessimistic, I would keep a leveled outlook. We haven't had a blow off top and no real altcoin season. All of the altcoins, nearly all of them did pump to new all-time high in 2021. And with a bunch of new meme coins, with a bunch of NFTs. Okay. And with a bunch of metaverse coins. That is why I think that we didn't see a blow off top in Bitcoin and Ethereum. How many banks are involved with Ripple? 400 banks and financial institutions and 50 central banks talking with Ripple. David Schwartz said the price can't be low and it would need to rise quickly. Who knows what will happen? Yep, can't be at a low price. How am I feeling about XLM? As always, XLM is solid. Where are we versus the 50 moving average? We're below it. For Bitcoin, the Ethereum is above the 50 EMA, but Bitcoin's below it, XRP's below it. A lot of cryptos are well below it. If we were in a bear market, alts would have dropped much heavier. The corrections would have been more drastic. Well, it depends on what you're looking at. If you look at the more speculative, risky investments, like I just dropped a video on the DeFis, VVS Finance, down 76%. Time Wonderland, 87%. Jade Protocol, 96% from their all-time highs. If that's not a bear market, I don't know what is, right? So, bull markets do not end in fear, current state. It's all about euphoria. Bro, we were in euphoria leading up to December. Everyone was expecting a euphoric continuation of the bull run. And what did the whales do? What did the market manipulators do? They tanked Bitcoin 40%. I don't know what you're smoking, but I want some, my guy. Because I wish we were going to continue the pump. I just don't see it. Like Dan Pena says, I don't know what you're smoking. If it's not addictive, give me some of that shit. Algo pays interest. Yeah, you can catch like a 4% APY on like Coinbase. Some of the other platforms too. Will XDC and XLM explode before XRP or after? I think they'll be in tandem. XDC already did hit a new all-time high. XLM is lagging, but yeah. Any thoughts on XLM Aqua airdrop and bonus rewards for looking for the Aqua giveaway? Yeah. What is Aqua? Isn't that like the exchange that's coming in XLM? Is that like a DEX that's coming in XLM? Dan Pena, that guy is a tough cookie. Dan Pena, man, I love that guy. I love that guy. I listen to him nonstop. I've listened to his book, Your First 100 Million. I've listened to that audiobook like 6 or 7 times over the last probably 6 months. So I am balls deep in Dan Pena's work. Okay, remember my name, and let's talk again in 6 months. I'll tell you I told you so. Big fan of your channel, just disagree with your bear market assessment. I appreciate that. I bet with the GOAT. I appreciate that, man. And here's the thing, bro. I'm not trying to hate on what you're saying. I want you to be right. I want the super cycle for us. I'm trying to catch a pump for us. And we are still holding bullish posture. So I guess, is it incorrect to say that we've entered a bear market? Probably, because we still can catch a pump. We won't necessarily break a new all-time high for Bitcoin, but we could still see an alt season before we go into the depths of the bear market. So you're correct in that sense. If you're looking for APY, Kava on Kraken. I'll have to check that out. I've never used Kraken. I think we need to all feel down and out before they let it move up. Yeah, that's kind of that's the sentiment right now. Huge shout out to Nicole in the super chat. 5 spot. Appreciate you, Nicole. You are the best. One of our moderators in the Discord. Huge shout out to Nicole. She says, Zach, check out the newly discovered video Bank XRP shared on Twitter earlier today regarding Bill Hinman's speech. It's funny. SEC is toast. I will definitely have to check that out. And maybe I'll pull that up right now, just for the hell of it. Thoughts on ETN? Big fan of Electroneum. Big fan. They're on the Digital Pound Foundation as well. Very serious deal for Electroneum to be on the Digital Pound Foundation. What is XDC? Sorry, new to all this. XDC is the native coin for the Zinfin network. So it's another utility play. Let's check it out. Bank XRP. We love to see the SEC getting exposed. Gotta love it.
Crypto in particular, the other question we face that is very challenging.
Let me run this back.
Let me add one more. Let me add one more. About crypto in particular, the other question we face that is very challenging is this a security and to what degree? Is it a security under the securities laws? And I think, I'll be honest, I think my colleagues have done a great job about this. The director of our division of corporation finance is a man named Bill Hinman who did he gave a speech. Bill Hinman who did he gave a speech.
The speech.
He laid out, here's how we think about this. And gave a set of principles that the market can follow in understanding. Here's how you know if you have security or if you don't. Now, and gave a set of principles that the market can follow in understanding. Here's how you know if you have security or if you don't. Now, and gave a set of principles that the market can follow.
That's awesome.
Here's how you know if you have security or if you don't. Now, and gave a set of principles that the market can follow in understanding. Here's how you know if you have security or if you don't. Now, and gave a set of principles that the market can follow in understanding. Here's how you know if you have security or if you don't. Now, and gave a set of principles that the market can follow in understanding. Here's how you know if you have security or if you don't. Now, to me, the most helpful. We just put out some guidance on this a week or two ago. Most helpful thing, I think, our director of corporation finance, Bill Hinman, gave a speech about a year and a half ago that describes this. You might know the speech I have in mind. Whether or not we should think of that as security, and I point people to that speech. Do you think we've been clear enough about that?
No.
To me, the most helpful. We just put out some guidance on this a week or two ago. The most helpful thing, I think, our director of corporation finance, Bill Hinman, gave a speech about a year and a half ago that describes this. You might know the speech I have in mind. Whether or not we should think of that as security, and I point people to that speech. Do you think we've been clear enough about that? Yeah, I expected you to say that. To me, the most helpful. We just put out some guidance on this a week or two ago.
That's
the most
awesome.
helpful thing, I think, our director of corporation finance, Bill Hinman, gave a speech about a year and a half ago that describes this. You might know the speech I have in mind. Whether or not we should think of that as security, and I point people to that speech. Do you think we've been clear enough about that? Yeah, I expected you to say that. To me, the most helpful. We just put out some guidance on this a week or two ago. The most helpful thing, I think, our director Director of Corporation Finance, Bill Hinman, gave a speech about a year and a half ago that describes this. You might know the speech I have in mind. Whether or not we should think of that as security, and I point people to that speech. Do you think we've been clear enough about that? Yeah, I expected you to say that. To me, the most helpful, we just put out some guidance on this a week or two ago. The most helpful thing, I think, our Director of Corporation Finance, Bill Hinman, gave a speech about a year and a half ago.
That's awesome.
Speech I have in mind.
He gave a speech and gave a set of principles that the market can follow. I point people to that speech.
That would be Robert Jackson, who was a former SEC commissioner, referring to the Hinman speech, giving us that guidance, that set of principles that Mr. Bill Hinman laid out. And for those of you who don't know, we are going to be able to see the email that was sent around the SEC that was a draft speech of that speech. It was basically the draft of that Hinman speech that he gave that was shared amongst the SEC. So we're going to be able to see all of the emails of them saying, yes, this looks great, Bill. Go give the market guidance. Someone wants me to talk about Phantom. It's been pumping in the last month. Yeah, your little Phantom. Yeah. Up 8% today. Actually, the all-time high for Phantom was 3 months ago, $3.48. So it's stretching back out to its previous all-time high. So yeah, I mean, what do you want me to say about Phantom? It's an interesting little ecosystem. They got a lot of little stuff going on with Phantom. Doesn't get me excited, but as it approaches the all-time high, I would be laddering out of your position. That's my take. What are my thoughts on LCX? I don't know what that is. What's up? Is Shiba still viable? I will say this. I kind of do think that Shiba and Doge could catch one more pump at some point. If we do catch another alt season, I think that they will. I still feel like they can. Just because noobs come into this space and they learn about Dogecoin before they learn about XRP or they learn about like utility coins. So when noobs come into this space, they're attracted to SafeMoon, Shiba, Doge, because they can load up a fat bag. They can load up a bunch of the coin, and so they think that it's cool. Yeah, bro, I'm sitting on 1 million of this coin. So that's basically the only reason. Yeah. Phantom, cool. Opinion on Atom, it's a solid project. Basically, the DeFi that's in the Phantom ecosystem, it's what's driving this coin. But as I've been talking about, I just hate to be the bearer of bad news, guys. But when the SEC starts to turn its crosshairs on all of these DeFi projects, these are the types of projects that are going to get scrutinized and hit, especially with all this DeFi that's in their ecosystem. If that's what's driving their ecosystem so much. They're a smart contract platform providing DeFi services to developers using its own bespoke consensus algorithm. Okay, cool. It's doing well now. How much more can it pump? I don't see it pumping much more. It's already stretching out to its previous all-time high. But when we get regulations hitting this year, these coins that have been driven off of the DeFi that's like within their ecosystem, look for them to take a serious hit. Thoughts on Theta? It's an interesting project, but doesn't get me really excited, to be honest. What's it at now? Yeah, it's just chilling around $4. Instead, the 69,000 November all-time high looks to have been the end of a B wave of a running correction. Not unusual for this structure, not unusual for running corrections in past cycles. Can crypto gaming be good during a bear market? Well, I mean, it's being good right now. It's being good right now. Whether we're in a bear market or not, that's up for debate, but it is performing well right now. But Jake, just go look at the games. Do they look fun? Do they look good to you? Because when I look at them, they're a joke. The graphics are trash. The games don't look fun. I'm looking for cryptocurrency to come into Fortnite, to come into Call of Duty, to come into Battlefield, to come into like Madden. That's what I'm looking for. These little silly games are basically just like investing in meme coins. So if you can catch a pump, go catch a pump, catch a vibe, and have a good time. That's what I'm going to start saying to everyone. Catch a pump, catch a vibe, but take your money and run, because that little blockchain game is it's a POS, is what it is, in regards to most of them. Ethereum gas fees are stupid high. Yeah, that's why I don't even participate in the Ethereum ecosystem in any way. I've never paid for Ethereum gas fees other than maybe transferring some Tether or XDC. But yeah, I've never. It's criminal. Quant, big fan, yes. So in that case, Ethereum and its ecosystem could be hit hard as well. Yes, it could. And they could go after the Ethereum just to save face. We know that Ethereum is a security. What they're creating with ETH2 is a security. So yeah, whether the SEC will go after them or not, I'm not even really spending time thinking about that. I just want clarity for XRP, and then we'll be good to go. The rest of the space is in trouble. Quant and Casper are amazing. I'll have to look at that. Isn't Casper Finance another DeFi play? Epic Prime, isn't that another video game one? Bitcoin is a dinosaur and Ethereum is garbage. Absolutely. Quant will be 5 digits by 2025. I will say this. I wish I would have bought into Quant at like $60-$70 when I was waiting for it to go down to $50. I've told this story so many times. It did go down to $55. I didn't buy. And now we saw what happened to Quant. It had a huge run up. And I do believe in the potential of Quant long term. However, for the time being, I am waiting to buy Quant in the bear market. I am not entering Quant right now. Wolf Moon dead ahead. Yeah, I may look to play some shorts here once I get off this call with you guys. I may look to play some shorts. But what happens is usually, let me show you guys this, just so you guys don't think I'm just making shit up. If you go into TradingView, and you just plug in your moon phases, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about here. I don't get into the astrology, like Mercury retrograde, all that shit. I don't do that. But if we look here, these are going to be your new moons. These are going to be your full moons. And so the pattern that we were watching through this last year was tops around new moons and bottoms around full moons. Top, bottom, top, bottom. You guys see this? Top, bottom. That's a new moon, full moon, new moon, full moon. You guys see this pattern? So we were watching this, and this is how I predicted that the market was going to top out and roll over on December 4th. Right here, December 4th, new moon. Can you guys see that? December 4th, new moon. That is what I was calling for Bitcoin to top out and roll over. Bitcoin didn't come in with another top, but it definitely rolled over. Kind of hard to see here on the weekly chart. Let's just go to the daily. Yeah, see if we go to the daily here. This is when we were expecting another top to come in. We did not get another top. We got a 40% liquidation event. So that pattern we were watching was working fantastic. Basically since September. September was when I kind of caught wind of that pattern from Waters Above Crypto. He's the one that put me onto this. And that's kind of how I was able to kind of predict relative tops and bottoms of the market leading up to this point. But then we got the big fake out on December 4th, where they just tanked this thing by 40%. And then we've kind of, I don't even know if we're trading along that pattern anymore now. We really aren't. I mean, we did kind of have a bottom around this full moon in December. And then we kind of had, we kind of moved back up. But then we just tanked basically again. Didn't tank. We just had a pullback. I shouldn't call it tank, but we had a pullback around that new moon of January. The new moon of January was on the 2nd, and that is when the death cross for XRP came in as well. Now we have the full moon coming up tomorrow. So maybe this will be the bottom and we'll start to see a correction back to the upside. Hopefully. Anyways, guys, that's it for me tonight. Yeah, if you guys can hit that thumbs up button before you log out of YouTube here. Hit that thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going live. All the links are down below. If you want to join our Discord group, sign up for the Patreon. We'll send you the link. If you want the XRP merch, it's linked up down below. If you want the LiPal wallet, we have linked up down below. One of the best wallets in the crypto space, I believe, that you can use is the LiPal Titan. Have that linked up down below. What else do we got for you? I don't know. I have nothing else to sell you guys. You guys know the deal. I'm just trying to bring you guys the truth around cryptocurrency, current events, and prepare you for the greatest transfer of wealth in world history. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. We will check you guys out in the next one. Take care. God bless. And may we please catch a vibe. May we please catch a pump sometime in the next month. Appreciate all the super chats tonight. Thank you. Appreciate those tips. Appreciate those gifts. TikTok. Thank you, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate that. Appreciate that gift. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube. Appreciate all of you guys. If you haven't checked out the videos we dropped today, make sure you go check them out. Okay? Beth, thank you. Hope you have a good night. Hope you have a good night, Beth. Did I read your banking question? I did not read your banking question. I did not see it. Do I hold Reaper? Dirty Fresh? I do hold some Reaper. Fake Dead Elvis said he liked and subbed. I appreciate that sub, man. We just hit 15,000 on YouTube. Huge shout out to the YouTube gang. I'm starting to get more views and more people in the live streams on YouTube. TikTok's just on some BS right now. They got me shadow banned over here. TikTok got me shadow banned right now. The kids are mad because I call out their bullshit. Ooh, we got the spider web. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate that gift. Thank you. I work in a bank in Canada, and we were talking about XRP. The managers believe it should stay at $1. They just don't understand basically the utility behind XRP and the actual use case. We wouldn't want it to stay at $1 because you need to provide liquidity for markets to move trillions of dollars daily. For markets that are valued over $1 quadrillion of dollars, derivatives specifically. Trade finance at $19 trillion. You can't move that much money if you only have XRP at $1 with only 100 billion total XRP and only 47 billion in circulation and only 5 to 10 billion for Swift or the banks to actually use. So tell those managers to follow me on TikTok, to subscribe to my YouTube, so they can get educated on how XRP is actually going to be functioning in the new financial system, in the quantum financial system. Yeah, that's the answer there. But yeah, that's why it can't be at $1. You can't move, you can't provide the liquidity if XRP is only at $1. All right, I got to take off. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night.